Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Robin Hyatt. I am going to do a session today, as you can see, with Robin Williams. And this is my day off, so I have day off hair with a hat on. So I apologize. I have one other thing I've done with my hat, so I hope you don't mind. I just didn't feel like doing my hair for you guys. So we are going to do the session. He's come to me and he wanted to talk. So let's see what he has to say. I'm going to use some new rods that I have here. These are new divination rods. I'm going to put the link below. I got these off of eBay, and it's from a ghost hunter that actually made them. If you see, they have like a dowel base that just turns like that with a little nubbers they stay on. Nothing that I can control, so you can see how loose they are. Also, they glow in the dark. So they're yellow tips right now. See if you can see that. And then at night, they glow in the dark. I'm not real fond of doing sessions in pitch black. So I may do one, but I might scare myself. I do find I get hugs with these a lot easier. I do find they're just a slight, yeah, see? And Robin Williams has a sense of humor, and these just keep hugging me. I do find they're a little bit harder for me to hold steady because they're so loose. Also, I have the wood as a conductor where my other rods are copper on copper, and I actually can feel the energy go through my fingers through the rods. So I am going to do a session here. We're going to start with the rods, and then I might start channeling him. I think he's saying, yeah, he wants to be channeled. We're going to just kind of warm up Robin with these rods. So give me a second. Oh, I left this one up so it doesn't hit the other one. Thank you for the hug, Robin. Thank you for coming. So are you concerned? Oh, are you standing over here? I always ask where they are usually. And look at that. He's pointing over here. Or did you want Starbucks? Oh, you want my Starbucks. He wants my Starbucks coffee. Okay, back, attention. Come on back. Come on back with the rod, Robin. From Robin to Robin. From boy Robin to girl Robin. Hey, Robin Williams, I do have something to say. This was one of my first intuitive insights. It was a dream I had, and I had a dream of you with a girl with dark hair in kind of not a hotel room. It was apartment, but it's ground floor, and it had a back, just like a smaller place. It wasn't a home, but it was kind of like a duplex. It was ground level. Anyway, actually, you came to see John Belushi. John Belushi was the main character in my dream, with the girl with dark hair. You with another actor that was tall and blonde, and I forget his name, came to see John Belushi and partied with him that night. Is that correct? What I'm seeing? Yeah. Thank you. You keep hugging me. You're a very huggy person. I don't think I've been hugged so much before. Look at that, and it's just staying there. Wow, can you bring that back for me, Robin? I'm gonna just shake it out so you don't lose your energy. Okay. So that was my first dream. I woke up because I was actually in John Belushi's body when he died. I knew everything that happened that night. I think, was it in the 80s? I was either 16, 17, or 18 years old. It was vivid. I told my mom before I even walked downstairs, because we had a 4-level home, and all our rooms were on top level. When I walked out of my room, I was shaking because it was so vivid. And you and the other guy were the last ones to party with him, and drugs were involved. Is that correct? Did you bring drugs to him that night? You can't tell me a lie because I know the truth. Yeah, that's true. Did you feel guilty for all of your life after John Belushi's death? You felt guilty for that because you brought the drugs that were the ones that blew him over the top. But also, Robin, you have to remember it was his choice. Do you understand that? It was his choice. You didn't force him to take it, right? Okay. So you guys left. Um, and so, anyway, I talked to my mom, told her the dream. You can go straight. Thank you. Told her the dream. And we walked downstairs because she always had the TV on in the mornings. And as we turned the corner into the living room where the TV was, they were announcing that John Belushi had just died the night before. And we watched that. And then you're going to give me another hug. Thank you. So that was my first strong intuitive. And my mom started going, what's going on with this girl? So I've had a couple other vivid ones, but that was my very first one. Scared me to death. I've never forgotten it. So here we are, long time later, and we are going to start talking to Robin Williams, who's very affectionate. You're very affectionate. You keep giving me hugs. Stop. Okay, hold on. Hugs or coffee? He wants, oh, you're going to the coffee again. Stop. Should I put the coffee forward so you can concentrate? Yeah. Good gravy. Okay, Starbucks is going right here. It's because I've been getting hoarse. We're having a lot of allergy seasons, and we have a lot of boxwoods around here. And so, Robin, now can we concentrate? Yes. Okay. Are you very concerned about Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain's? Don't feel responsible for that. Yes, you feel responsible for that? Yes, don't feel responsible for that. Everybody makes their own choices, just as John Belushi did, correct? Yes. Okay. So you wanted to talk. Um, you had some issues at the end of your life, is that correct? Yes. And you just wanted a way out. Yeah. Have you met Kate Spade? Yes. In heaven? He's holding that strong. Look how strong he's holding that. Yes. Okay, thank you. Have you met Anthony Bourdain? Yeah. In heaven. Well, when I say heaven, spirit, in spirit. Okay, very strong, yes. Okay, thank you. So how do you keep pointing to the coffee stuff? I'm going to move you over here. I'm moving him now. He's just not focusing. He wants that coffee really bad. Or a hug. Thank you. Okay, Robin. Wow, he's hard to focus. He's hard. You're everywhere. Okay. This is the first time I've had a really hard time with these rods. Robin, stop. So, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk? Yeah, okay. Thank you. You're going to give me a hug again. Okay, I'm kind of thinking we need to channel. Do you want me to channel? Yeah. Okay. Where are you? Standing or sitting, Robin? Oh, you're right next. Are you on the couch? Are you sitting on my couch or just standing there? Are you just standing here next to me? Yeah. Okay. So I really don't want to talk about suicide. Can we not talk about suicide? Did you want to talk about suicide? Mm, you're kind of undecided. Did you want to talk about your suicide? Don't have to answer that. Do you want to talk about Anthony Bourdain's suicide? Do you want me just to channel now? Okay. All right. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know if I've not done it in this room before. I usually am in my other room. So give me a second. I'm going to keep my head down. Just listen to my words. You're going to hear some sounds in the background. I have a wall air conditioner, so you're going to hear some sounds. It's 90 degrees outside, and I didn't want to turn it off because it would just get too hot in here. I'm really sorry, Robin, that you had to have that dream. It hurts my soul that you were so young that you saw those things. I felt guilty over John Belushi's death. I never could shake that because we were the last ones to see him alive. I should have known. He'd been drugging all day, but he could do it. He could take more drugs than anybody I ever knew than myself. What I wanted to talk about was drugs. You know, there's mental illness, and then there's drug-induced mental illness. Do you understand that? Sometimes we do this to ourselves. Drugs are so mind-altering that when you do heavy drug abuse, even at a short time in your life, it alters the chemistry in your brain, causing damage. You're never the same. Make choices that you never would have made before. I didn't want this to be a downer, but people need to be aware of why all of us are so depressed. And I had everything. I had more than most. And I hated my life. But my mind was altered because of the heavy drug use that I had in my life. Most doctors probably could figure that one out, but they don't talk about that. We need the news to talk about drug use. We need to talk about drug use, and it alters the chemistry of your brain, making you do these things. I don't know anything about Kate Spade. Wonderful lady. I met her on this side, but she also, alcohol abuse alters the chemistry of your brain. It can. The body was not made for such things. It was not made for these things. And I'm laughing right now because Robin's body is moving, and that's me. I move, and she's kind of going, what the heck? Why do I feel like I'm having a spasm or something? That's just me. That's just me. I gotta move. You know that. And I haven't been around a psychic like this for a long, long time. I didn't think people cared, but they do care, and they gotta listen. My mind was altered because of the heavy drug use I did, and I did drugs heavy, almost as heavy as John Belushi at that time. He scared me straight though when he died. Came right to me, boy. That was awakening in my life. I knew, to change subject, sorry, I knew we had to do something to stop. That or we were going to get caught. But in Hollywood, you really don't get caught by the police. Everything's so accessible. 1, 2, 3, drugs. And I don't know if the police look the other way or we just have good management in Hollywood, especially when you're a star. Great management for any cover up. And I was a star. Actually, I had a great life. It was so great, I hated it. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. People love us, adore us for a person we are on the movie. But they don't know us. And they expected me to perform. I was like a jester. Many times at parties I'd get invited to and they wanted me to perform. So I got drunk, high, and I performed. Next day, I felt like shit. And my whole human countenance was awful because I felt like a monkey. They made me perform like a monkey. Because when I wasn't Robin like that, they didn't like the serious Robin, except in film, which was very interesting, I thought. I thought that was very interesting, that I could get serious roles, and people accepted that. That jazzed me. That did. Because it challenged my soul. It challenged who I was, and people took me seriously. I wasn't the joker or the class clown anymore. I did like being the class clown, but I only was the class clown when I was high. It was harder for me to get into that mode unless it was drug-induced or alcohol-induced. So let me speed forward. Regrets. Yeah, I have them. I have them. I miss my children. And I felt they'd be better off without me, which I see is not the case. I had a heavy disease on my back, which with my kind of personality I couldn't deal with. I needed to get out because I could not be a burden on my family. I could not. So I thought I better end it when the going was good. Be right, be wrong. It was my choice. It was my kind of thinking. And I have to tell you, the way I chose to go, which is the way these other two have gone, it's not that good of a way. I guess there's no good way. But I did it. I'm sorry to my children that I did that. But please understand that might have been less harder for you to get over than seeing me deteriorate and become a cripple. And the depression that would have launched me into, no one would have liked me very much. So here I am. Just so everybody knows, I did cross over into the light. We can come and go as please. But I felt this time I needed to come forward because this is an epidemic, and I feel like I didn't start this epidemic of suicide, but it's becoming an epidemic, and I need it to stop. Because with each person that takes their life the same way I did, it hits me really hard. makes me ashamed. That it's a continual spiral, especially Kate, who was enthralled with the way I took my life. Makes me sad. Her and I have talked. Yeah. Our ashamedness is the same, which is kind of interesting. We both have the same deep remorse feeling of shame. Sad. So I've come this day, come forward, because I felt it was time for me to come forward to talk to those that are in the industry that feel that this is the way out. Please, no. Please, no. This is not the way out. My situation was a little different than the other two. I had a debilitating disease that I couldn't face. The other two just had demons they couldn't face. So if you have demons, they actually talk to you in your head. You can have, and I think Robin covered this a little bit with Anthony Bourdain, that these darkness, there's spirits on this world that are evil, that walk this earth. They can attach to you with bad choices that they make. They can attach to you. The only way you can break free, really and honestly, is prayer. Whatever you pray to, the higher source, to God, you've got to break those demons away. You need to pray, and you have to ask. I think Robin covered that. You don't know by just asking will start relieving your darkness, your deepness. And then you go to a doctor and you talk to your doctor. And you need to, because a lot of it is chemistry and a lot of it isn't. You know where I'm going. Some of us have damaged our bodies, ourselves, our minds. We've damaged it from our choices. So you need to bring forth light. And it's not that hard. You can bring forth light into your spirit by asking. All you have to do is ask. Because you have people around you. You have, I guess they're not people, they're spirits that are around you. Ask them to come forward and to take this darkness from you. And they will start casting it out. But you have to ask. I just have a really deep emotion for my daughter right now. I miss her so much. I'm watching her and the choices she's making. Know, honey, that you can pray to me. You can ask me to come forward into your life, and I will be there by spirit. I will touch you on your right shoulder. You will feel a warm presence on your right shoulder when you ask me to come forward. I will be there for you. I watch you. I love you. And I want you to make better choices and to be strong. Be strong. I haven't left you very far. You just can't see me. But if you ask to feel me, I will be there. If you ask me to help you, I will help you. I am now your guardian angel. I have that ability. I've been given that gift. I have broken through the demons, the darkness, the insecurities, and now I am strong. And my strength is for you. I love you all. I miss all those that cared about me. I'm sorry I let you down. I let myself down the most. But I just couldn't face what I was going to face. And I hope you understand that. And I hope you don't judge me too hard for that. Because I judge myself harder than anybody could have judged me. Okay. So calm down. Okay. Hey. So I'm going to do Robin's thing. Peace out. And I'm